Welcome to another FHA mortgage update. This is August 21st, 2013. FHA released a back-to-work program for borrowers with extenuating circumstances. It was effective August 15th, 2013. Mortgage Letter 2013-26 released in effective August 15th, 2013. FHA back-to-work program for extenuating circumstances. Basically, what FHA did said, hey, there's a lot of people out there that because of this huge recession lost their house or had to file bankruptcy, and the guidelines say they're not eligible for a new loan from anywhere to 2 to 3 year wait period. So what they're doing is they're lowering that wait period down to 12 months from the economic event. So they dropped the wait period down to 12 months, but in order to qualify for the reduced wait period, you must be able to prove that you had an economic event that was due to a loss of job or a loss of income for the household. So if we break that down, there's basically three things to qualify for the Back to Work program: loss of employment or income due to extenuating circumstances but beyond the borrower's control, and it must be able to be documented. Second factor is you must have a satisfactory credit history that has been restored for a period of 12 months since that event. And the third thing is you must have housing counseling completed 30 days before you try to make application for this program. So if we dig into the details, the loss of employment or the income from the economic event, basically the borrower must show that they had a reduction in the household income of at least 20% or more for a period of at least 6 months. The onset of the economic event is defined as the month the loss of the employment or income. The recovery is the reestablishment of satisfactory credit for a minimum of 12 months. Borrower needs to not have any new collections, new judgments, new tax liens in this 12-month period, and FHA says you can only have one 30-day late payment to any other creditors. The borrower must have the minimum credit scores to meet the FHA program. So FHA says you have to have a minimum of 580 to get an FHA loan with only 3.5% down. If you're below 580, you got to have 10%. Now, your banks may have higher credit scores. For example, most banks want a 640 score. There are some that will go lower than that. The one I work for, primary residential mortgage, we happen to go down to 580 with 3.5% down, and we will go below 580 with 10% down. Now, it's household income, not just one person. So who in the household income is defined as whoever was on the loan at the time of the event happened. And then housing counseling. You must attend HUD-approved housing counseling, and that must be completed 30 days prior to making application for the mortgage for this loan program. So do not go looking for a home. Get your counseling done. Wait the 30 days. Get approved for the program. And then go shopping for your home. Now, there is an expiration on that housing counseling. It expires 6 months from the date you take it. If you had a loan modification, it was temporary or permanent, as long as all the payments have been documented as being received in accordance with the modification agreement and it was a result of this economic event, you're eligible for the reduced 12-month wait period. Now, what is acceptable documentation to prove the loss of income of 20% or more for at least 6 months? Well, the first item is a written verification of employment evidencing the termination date, or the written termination letter, and or publicly available documentation of business closure and document of receipt of unemployment income. So one of those three items is acceptable. Acceptable documentation for loss of household income, written verification of employment evidence prior income, or signed tax returns or W-2s evidencing prior income, and we should be able to calculate the 20% reduction. The economic events that this is eligible for is if you had a mortgage foreclosure, to be eligible for the minimum 12 months of elapsed since the date of the foreclosure or deed in lieu of, and the foreclosure or deed in lieu of must have been a result of the economic event we're talking about. Short sale. If the short sale is related to the economic event, you have to document 12 months of elapsed since the date of the sale, and the short sale should have been a result of the loss of income. Chapter 7, bankruptcy. Again, reduces it from 2 year to a 12-year late period from the date of the discharge of the bankruptcy, and again, the bankruptcy you must have filed as a result of the loss of income or employment. Chapter 13, bankruptcy, again, reduces that down to 12 months, but again, it's 12 months to the discharge date, and it must be related to the event. So those are the highlights of the new program. If you qualify because of loss of employment or a reduction in your income by at least 20% for 6 months, This is a great program. Give us a call in the office, 302-703-0727. We will go over the entire program with you and tell you if you qualify or not. And then we will not make application. We'll refer you to a home counselor, get the counseling done, and then set up your appointment for 30 days from your counseling date. That way you meet all the guidelines that HUD has set up for that. And then after that, we can get you out there looking for a home, get you under contract, and get you in a home right away. So give us a call, or you can apply online, www.PRMikeDelaware.com. Look forward to seeing you guys with the next update.